Today we're going to be sharpening one of my favorites. Since I've been carrying the Griptilian, it has become a go-to blade that I really enjoy. I think I put a little bit of a low angle on that blade, so I'm going to reprofile it a little bit and give it a steeper edge. But truly a wonderful blade. So I'll show you how to clamp that into the ViperSharp. We'll come up close here, and then we'll sharpen the Griptilian. All right. So the Griptilian, if you watch this, you can, right there, see that? It's catching, so it's got a little bit of a notch there, and I've had that happen quite a bit. Right in there, see? So that's what I'm trying to clean up. It's not bad at the back here, that's pretty sharp, but then we get toward the tip, which is the area I use a lot, and that's what I'm going to be cleaning up today. So when we put this in the clamp, remember we want a straight line between the tip and the heel of the blade that matches up with the front of that clamp line. So, of course, I don't usually use something like that. I'm just trying to show you the line that we need there, but you just imaginary line there. So you're not going to be straight with this. You're generally going to be off to a side like that a bit, with that pointing out front. So we'll tighten that up. And I've got this set at the previous angle that I was doing with another knife. So we will zero this out with our current position. Check our angle. We're sitting at about 20 degrees, which that's almost 21, which is pretty good for what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to just use the fine stone today, I think. We'll go ahead and tighten that clamp in, so we know we have no movement there. Since I am reprofiling a little bit, I'm going to do just a fine stone and then move up to the super fine or the extra fine. And I'm just going to start at the top of the stone and move up the stone. So I'm using the whole stone, okay, and going along the blade at the same time. See that? So that's the stroke you generally want. Now if we're going to do a lot of reprofiling, we can do something like this to really get the profile we want and get where we need to be. But then ultimately we want to start at the top of the stone, move to the bottom of the stone, and do that whole blade with one direction. A little bit of oil on the stone is going to help keep that carrying the particles away so that the stone is most effective for us. And if we really need to do some extreme reprofiling, then we'll want to put some marker along the edge there, which I'm not going to worry about in today's video because I know that I'm just touching up the blade here, getting rid of that nasty nick in the blade there that likes to cause me trouble, which is right over here. And I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. And with this reprofile, I'm actually creating a new micro edge on this. If I wanted to make my entire edge match, then I'd want to take a little more time with a coarse stone to do that, but I'm not concerned about that today. All I want is to make sure my knife is sharp, functioning, all the way along the edge the way I want it to. A little bit of a burr there. Alright, so I know I'm getting to the edge. We'll give it a few strokes in this direction, and then we'll go clean up that burr on the other side. And that's about all it's going to take to get this Griptilian back in shape the way I want it to be. Just make sure I'm not getting any play in there. Alright, so this is just cleaning the burr. This is where the ViperSharp design works real well with the knob there, where I'm just doing a finishing stroke on there. It does what I need it to. Now we're switching to the extra fine diamond stone. Add a little bit of oil on that. And I sometimes will change the angle. I'll move my knife around like you're seeing me do here, just so the light's hitting it different, so I'm getting it at a different angle. So whatever works for me, that's what I'm going to do. One of the things I like about having this stone base, which is standard with the diamond kit, because it gives the weight that I need and I can move things around. A few strokes on the other side and I think we'll be cutting nice and clean with this thing. And I've mentioned in other videos, I'm not too concerned about a mirror edge, so I don't spend the time needed for that. If you want to, you can certainly do it, but it will take quite a bit more time and a lot of patience to get that mirrored edge that you might want. And before long, I'll have some lapping plates with lapping film that you can get, so you can really polish it up if that's what you like to do with your knives. So I think I fixed the notch that I was worried about. We'll flip it over and do a few strokes on the other side here. Just to make sure. And And we'll do paper test. So I'm still catching there, see that? Right, well, yep, right there. You can kind of hear it. So a lot of the blade is good, and right there, I'm catching. The tip after it seems pretty good. Right there. So I'll work on it a little more. I'm going to go ahead and use a coarser stone. On that. And see if we can really get rid of that edge there. Or the nick in the edge. I think I got it. This is a medium to medium fine stone here. So I still want to do a few passes with the 1200 extra fine. Flip it over to the other side. Make sure we don't have a burr on that side. That's feeling pretty good. And I think we got it. Actually, let's just take the knife out and we'll do paper test. I don't know if it's my hands there or... No, I think we got it. So that's the Griptilian on the ViperSharp. Edge between here. Mike Wood here with ViperSharp, helping you get a sharp edge on all of your knives. Be sure to hit that like. No, that's not the word.
Yeah, thumbs
subscribe. So let's get at it. Hey, camera guy, press pause.